Matt Anderson.
Whoa! I'm trying to quit smoking right now, and I've come to realize that smoking's kind of a really masturbatory action. I'll have one, like I'll get the need to have one, and I'll inhale it, and it feels so good, and then I'm finished with it, and I kind of feel ashamed about it. And then 2 hours will go by, I'm like, well, I've got 5 minutes, why not? To help with that, I started doing yoga, and I do hot yoga. It's very enjoyable. There's this moment at the end of it where you have you hit corpse pose, you're laying on your back, and there's this nice euphoria that you have. It's almost kind of like being a little bit high. And I'm not going to do this, but I really want to. I'm not going to do this because I can't go back to the class afterwards. But at some point, because you're sitting there, you're super hot, you're sweaty, and you feel really good. And I want to turn to the person to my left or right and just be like, was it good for you? But then I can never go back to the class again. I have a lot of obscure thoughts. Like, I think about weird shit all the time. One of them is the zombie apocalypse. I think about it all the time. And most people, when you think about these zombie apocalypse, like, oh, I'd build a base and I'd survive and I'd last out. I don't have that thought. I would die so fast. Because think about the statistics of it. It's a thing that someone gets bit and then it just goes on and goes on. You would die. That's what happens. The thought that you have, like, I'm going to survive it, that's hubris. Nonsense. You're going to die. I also think about ghosts entirely too much. Because ghosts are one of those weird things. It's a person that isn't there anymore, but they just kind of hung around just to be. And they're usually evil or benevolent based on every movie I've seen. There's a good ghost that's in all white, or there's a bad ghost that's fucking up your house. And there's never a moment where, like, when they're buying the house, it's they're like, okay, well this is the foyer. It's very nice. And also, this is Greg. Greg died in a gas accident about 3 years ago. He's not evil or anything, but he's here, and he'll just be here. And then you set the house up, and Greg shows up. He's like, hey, I like the feng shui of this place. It looks really nice. I'm gonna be here. I'm like a roommate that doesn't pay rent, but you don't have to feed me or anything. It's cool. And then I think about, what kind of ghost would I be? And I wouldn't be evil, because I'm not really an evil person. And I wouldn't really be a good ghost. I'd be more of like an annoying ghost. So this guy, whoever I'm haunting, or girl, because I'm not gender biased, gets home, it's a really long day, stretch out, kick the shoes off, they go over to the television, flip it on, and they're like, I'm gonna watch Netflix. But there's already something on the screen. It's a message from Netflix and it says, would you like to continue watching Cupcake Wars? And they're gonna think to themselves, I wasn't watching Cupcake Wars. Ooh, spooky. I was at Hy-Vee the other day, and the mascots for You and I were there, which is kind of cool to see them out and about doing stuff. They were like miming, like they were shopping and interacting with people, having really fun. And I had this weird thought where it's like, where does that end? Where does the mime end? Because there's a person under there if you didn't know that. But where does it end? If that's their lifestyle, then they're in that character the entire time. So they're going to get home, and they're going to keep the mascot head on, and the gloves, and the feet, but nothing else. So it's just like a wife beater and boxer shorts. They're going to grab a beer from the fridge. They're going to go over to the TV, and there's going to be terrible news on it. How do they react? That's going to be the reaction, because they can't talk. They're mine. That's the joke. It's a great thing, and I didn't think there was any, there's no repercussions to that except for one. Terrible eyewitness. Awful eyewitness. They're at a bank robbery, everything goes down and the cops are there, they're taking statements. All right, sir, you, what happened? Okay, and then what happened? But he didn't shoot you. Okay, that's fantastic news. We're gonna try to round these guys up, but we might need you as an eyewitness in court. Just look out for that phone call. And that glad handed up. Got one more for you. I've been doing stand-up for a couple years now, and this was my first joke, and I still love it. When I started doing stand-up, my parents asked me, they're like, Matt, you're doing stand-up, you're a funny guy, that's fun, but what are you gonna do, like, for money? And I thought, well, I've got a job, and I make money. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You work at a bar, you work at a liquor store, like, you don't have health insurance, you're almost 26 now, we're not gonna be able to provide for you. What are you gonna do? I thought about it for a second. Then I looked my parents dead in the eye and said, I'll probably just die. My name's Matt Anderson, thank you so much for being here.
One more time for Matt, please.